6.
LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. What is that horrible, generic, crappy music that they put on this SE opening? Who did the new opening for this show? What year are we in? What decade are we in is a better question.
Honey,
83, 84?
Honey, you're in such a mood tonight. Are you on your period? What's the problem? Are they bad to you at work today?
I'm in a bad mood. But Anderson, you're a radio guy, and I know it's tough because on one hand, you're a radio guy, so you know how badly that opening sucks. On the other hand, you disagree with me on everything, so you must be torn. But tell me your honest feelings on that horrible opening.
First off, I'm not a radio guy. I just happen to do this show.
How dare you?
Second off, I really like the guy that made it, and so I just don't really hear it. But yeah, I would never listen to it.
Satisfied?
Yes, very satisfied. Well, that felt great.
What should we? We should get like Mighty Mighty Bosstones on there or something.
Oh, yeah. That is just it. You really like the guy who made that?
Well, the guy that made. Oh, he didn't make the music. He just picked the music. Yeah, he's a great guy.
I should have his hands cut off. That guy. It's horrible.
Cannot have.
Oh man, does
she
that
should
suck.
have her hands cut off.
And that Dr. Drew and that stupid Max Headroom music. Oh, it gives me a headache. All right, everybody.
So what happened? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
It's just a stress.
What?
I'm just fed up.
Your house?
Tired. I'm just tired.
Your wife have a fight?
No, I've been getting up too early in the morning and too many idiots around me. Can't function anymore.
That's normal.
I know.
That's every day.
I know, but I just, going to not getting my nap in.
Oh, okay.
I got to get my nap in.
That means
it's hot again.
Translate for the audience. It means he didn't masturbate either.
Got hot last night again, or 2 days ago. It's hot.
Bad
Stupid
times.
Drew announced that the summer was over triumphantly a week ago. It's over. Kiss it goodbye. Boom. Santa Ana's come blowing in. It's all weird. I got ants all over my bathroom sink. They're not doing anything. The good news is I get to whiz on them. Let me tell you guys some. Oh, now I'm really okay. Hold on.
Here we go.
Okay, wait. Just let me tell you this. I pee in the sink. That's fine.
Yeah.
I make no bones
do.
about it.
Yeah.
We're living in we're in a drought. We're in the 5th year of a drought over here.
No, you don't want
know
to
what I'm saying?
waste water, of course.
We're in a drought.
Yeah.
What do you got in your toilet? Three something? 1.6
you're
on the low
evolved. You're
flush
an evolved
stuff.
man, yeah.
Oh yeah. And I could get chicks too that way because they're like into PETA. And they're like, save the animals.
And they're very impressed.
Surf Rider Foundation, all that. And like, hey, I whiz in the sink, ladies. Oh.
Come and get it.
It's like ringing a dinner bell. Yeah, that's a turn on. It's instead of flushing, 3-4 gallons right into the bay, it's just a couple of teaspoons of, whatever he can, a couple of spritz from the sink.
It just goes down slow and it sits there, slowly sort of.
Let me tell you something. There is nothing better than urinating on wildlife. And women, this is a thrill you will never know. You may live longer than us, but we get to urinate on wildlife. Taking a leak on an anthill, nothing better. Nothing better. Nothing more satisfying. Nothing better than a roach or something. You're taking a whiz outside. It's a hot summer night, and you spot, street lamp or something. Oh, look at a cockroach. Pow.
You are your own
trinket roachy.
Your own destroyer.
Yeah. Pow. And the thing about urine is, it's part Raid.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's got enough acid in it to drop an ant. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It'll do damage to a roach. At least humiliate him enough so he can't go home.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The point is I got ants around my sink, and I get them. Take a nice whiz on them. Hey, Dean Cain is here, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you? Yeah.
Great to see you, Dean. Put the cans on. Have a seat.
Adam, I was listening to you on the way in.
Fantastic.
Did he sound like he was in a good mood?
You sound a little angry, brother.
I'm angry. And now we got the non-dairy creamer, the powder in the coffee, and that sent me over the edge. And it makes me mad that you like that stuff.
Makes me mad, too, because that's terrible.
It's terrible.
That's awful.
And you know what it does? You know what he does? He He's Mr. You know, we play good cop, bad cop, a-hole cop. I'm the bad and the a-hole cop.
Yeah.
Drew, I'm the one who's saying, hey, can we get some decent coffee around here? And how about some milk instead of this stuff that says whitener on it? And Drew goes, I'm fine with the whitener. Could you shut up? I'm trying to get something. So now I seem like a prima donna. But I'm not a prima donna. He just has a low self-esteem and no taste buds. You actually like the powdered stuff more than the milk.
Yeah. Not all day long, just this time of day.
Oh, this hour.
Yeah, I just can't explain
No,
really
don't,
why.
Dean, don't.
It's almost like, you know what it is?
Knots.
It's almost like a habit. So many years on the radio drinking just crappy,
There you
essy
go.
coffee.
Keep going.
And I wouldn't know. It's weird. I was like, I wouldn't enjoy a nice cup of coffee. I want something that just keeps me awake because it's awful.
And a little ticked off.
Yeah,
Awake and
we
ticked.
keep the edge on.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
Keeps his edge. Yeah, that'll be fun. He doesn't say anything for 15 straight minutes. You have to throw an
last
elbow
night,
at
if you
him to
recall,
talk.
you see how it works. I lurch forward and then stop.
Yeah.
Get off the line.
Well, watch a show. It'll grind to a halt. I'll take a sip of coffee. Here we go. See nothing.
There we go.
See, that's what
that
happens.
was it.
As soon as I stop, as soon as my mouth stops flapping, it's like an airplane. As soon as I'm the engine,
dance,
boom,
boy.
right into the ground. Drew, you're nothing. You're barely landing gear.
It's the play-by-play and the color announcer.
Yeah, I'm both.
Color commentary.
Dean Cain here, everybody. Speaking of play-by-play and color announcer, Dean's got himself a new show on CBS, a baseball show, which is perfect for Dean because I've seen Dean on the diamond a couple times, once hitting a mammoth home run out in God knows where many years
Rancho
ago.
Cucamonga.
Not
no
the
softball. No
No,
softball.
that's hardball. Launched into the night.
Wow.
It was like we were launching a satellite just into the night sky. One of those things where outfielders just turned around. And then, they didn't turn around. They looked They looked through their legs. And did that move where it's like they're going to blow themselves.
Let me get this straight. He hit it a long way?
Yes.
Okay. Got
Yes.
it. Okay.
Dean
Got it.
launched a ball. And then I saw him later on, I think 2 years ago or year and a half ago or whatever it was at the All-Star game, softball
Chicago.
game, Dean playing a vacuum cleaner over at shortstop.
Wow.
A vacuum. And not
Did you play baseball in college?
Hold on a second.
High school, all the way up to high school.
Not the canister kind, the upright.
Oh,
the
really? Wow,
self-prepared.
just sucking it in,
with
yeah.
the bristles.
Nice.
With the belt-driven
Yeah, of course.
bristle
Yeah.
and the cord and the light and the
light in
light.
front, yeah.
And then the thing that you can adjust it for the shag, the
height,
low pile, and onto the wood floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
That's Dean. That's Dean at shortstop.
And if I recall correctly, you were carrying the big stick that day, softball day, putting it to the wall,
Yeah.
and playing some defense.
I don't like to talk about myself, Dean.
I'll toot your horn.
That's
No,
not what
don't
I
worry.
got on
We
the
heard
show.
the story for, when was that, 18 months ago?
He was robbing
It was like it
people
was
of home
just
runs.
yesterday. No,
Yeah.
maybe it was yesterday he talked about it.
All right, please, Drew. Look, first off,
This is the diving catch where he drenched his back.
No.
It was awesome.
hold on a second.
That was at
You
Chicago.
are talking about a catch I
Chicago.
made off of Tommy Chong's kid and
Yes.
some other retarded. A game that was a lower echelon celebrity game where Dean was the likes of Dean Cain would not be seen there. Yeah. But hold on a second, Drew. There's a certain communication that world-class athletes have when you know what it's like to be in the show. That obviously you've not been there.
No.
Drew played in the Dodger celebrity baseball game and didn't want to play.
I
Puss.
didn't want to embarrass myself. I wanted to hit.
Was it a baseball game or a softball game
Baseball
at that
game.
time?
It was a baseball
They
game.
hit,
changed
I
it
just-
now.
With
They turned to a
softball now?
softball.
Yeah, I didn't play this year.
That's right. You're a hardballer.
I don't want to be playing softball, but I actually wasn't.
Did
I
they
wasn't
make
in
it
town.
co-ed now too?
Probably.
Yeah.
It was
It was
co-ed
co-ed before, yeah.
But there were like two. There was two women who played baseball.
Yeah, I had like Elaine Boozler out there.
No.
third
Remember they
base.
had the girl from VIP,
Huh?
the one you like so much.
Ooh. Yeah.
And then Mindy
All right.
Barb.
Well, Drew, you're not going back
got
anymore, right?
No.
And Dean's asked to go back, but he doesn't play that fairy softball. And I've been banned from that game.
Oh,
so,
you told. Oh,
that'll be the end
Oh,
of
you
that.
got banned?
Well, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did get banned.
That
You're
takes
out.
work.
he
It
told
wasn't
the coach
easy.
to kiss his ass.
Oh,
Those
well.
little guys that
The guy was a prick, that's why. But, okay, listen, we'll get into that later. Because we got to talk about Clubhouse Tuesday
Oh,
nights
yes.
on CBS. By the way, CBS, it's like the #1 network now, right?
Right.
Is it #1?
And not like.
It is.
It is.
It is. Nice. Now, nice to be back, right?
It's it's wonderful to be back, and it's wonderful to be back working for Les Moonves, who originally cast me and Lois and Clark as Superman. So
Oh, we did.
yeah, he's the Godfather. I kissed the ring.
Wow.
And I'm very happy to go.
You
work.
still have the Ripley, Believe It or Not, out.
It's
playing.
in
It's airing.
syndication,
It's
but
airing.
we're not making any new episodes.
You own that show, didn't you?
Yeah, my company produced it. I own a good portion of it, and
That was
Yeah.
a smart dude.
I'm not unhappy about that.
Yeah, Drew was telling me before you came in. He was like, Dean not only hosted that show, but he produced it. That's all over the place in syndication.
It is. I got a nice little check today. I was very
today?
Yes.
of a
So
bitch.
let me tell you how much I love Ripley's.
Let me tell you, there ain't nothing like free money.
I would drink coffee with that damn nasty ass creamer stuff in it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I would. That's
You
how
got-
happy I am.
You got that edge.
I'm happy.
Really? So how you just go down to the mailbox and there's the check, right?
Actually, I never even see it. It was a phone call saying, "Hey, you got a check today."
Yeah.
And I said, "Great."
And they just, and I don't even know when the show's syndicated anymore, the
daytime.
Ripley's,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
It's everywhere. I mean, it depends
see
on the
it,
local
yeah,
market.
It just shows
Yeah.
up.
How many
Kids
of those,
love it.
How many of those did you do?
We did 88 one-hour episodes. We cut those into, 172
Yeah, 88.
half
Yeah.
hours.
It's been airing for 4 years.
Yeah. So we just so they're all in half hours now, and it's just all over the place. I wish we could
Keeps
keep
going.
making them, though. I tell you, that was a.
Well, why
this is a
can't
nice
you?
gig. Radio is a good deal. I like that, but it's not like that was 8 days a year, and
Oh,
my
you're
God.
really going to kill Drew now. No more talking.
that's
He's
the
going
one.
nuts.
That's the one you
Me,
want.
that's your business.
He's half Jew.
That's
Guess
your
which
thing.
half is going nuts right now? All right, everybody. Clubhouse, which is 6 short days away
Yes.
from hitting the air. Yeah. And I haven't seen it, obviously. Thank God it's not aired yet. There's nothing worse when hey, have you seen the new? The TiVo doesn't go to CBS. It's one of those, it's a cable TiVo. You know, it does mostly pornography and Hitler stuff. It was a choice I made when I bought it. I stick with it. So who else is in this? And what's the your player? In it, which it's got to be. I mean, first off. Baseball is great because baseball you can screw around with. Like what I mean is other sports, like if you're playing football, you kind of have to play. There's no, I mean you could toss the football around, but I mean baseball.
You're working all the time.
Baseball, you can take some BP,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can throw some balls around.
You're talking,
you don't have
rally
to, yeah, you
caps,
don't have to commit. You know, especially when you're making a
You know,
show about
more
it.
than anything, you're not scared all the time.
Right.
Football, you got a certain amount of fear.
Truth.
Something's going to happen to me. Something's going to
And,
go wrong.
well,
But that's my, football really is.
It's ours too. We
That's-
both
that's
love-
mine.
Yeah,
That's-
same with us.
But football is a thing where, especially when you're getting a little bit older, if you're playing, you're playing. It's game on, or it's not. But it's not. There's no middle speed. You can't sort of play half speed. In baseball, you can. You don't have to kill yourself.
My son started club baseball yesterday.
At what age is that?
Club 11.
11. Oh wow.
Club.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Means he plays year round.
Oh, really?
Every day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
got one of those dads, drives him
yeah,
to it.
eating disorder. Gay with an eating disorder. Here we go.
But the thing that's so great about the
Throwing up
Clubhouse,
quiche. Yeah.
Clubhouse is the good thing. Is one of the things you miss as an athlete is that camaraderie you get in the clubhouse. Even when we got together and played those silly celebrity
It's
games,
fun.
you're having a great time with the guys you know, and you're just kind of jerking around. And that's a lot of what happens, and a lot of what you miss when you're out of athletics, when you're out of that professional sports, and this is one way to get back to it. And we have so much fun. I mean, going to work every day, I
Where do
almost
you
feel guilty.
Where do you film? Where do you shoot it?
We shoot in Van Nuys all the
Exteriors?
the interiors, all the interiors of the club. We built a phenomenal clubhouse, better than the
You just built
clubhouse.
built a really nice set in Van Nuys.
Gorgeous, and
It's
we
got
play
to
our.
be the nicest thing in Van Nuys.
Of course.
Let me tell you where we are. I think it's about
Easily
the nicest
thing. Yeah.
Oof. And we play baseball down in Long Beach, which is a kind of a big park. Actually, it's a 348 feet down the line. Dodger
Wow.
Stadium's 303.
So you get to take like batting
Oh
practice.
no, I'm
and,
facing real guys.
and you're facing this way.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's looking good.
We're playing. We got about 9 major league ball players out there every day, and whenever we're playing, and I'm seeing 85 miles an hour.
Oh, it's awesome.
I saw a curveball the other day.
It's awesome.
Hadn't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah, it's like usually, and Dean, he's an athlete, so it works out. There's nothing worse than you know what they do. I'm watching the commercials for Mr. 3000. Bernie Max up there takes a swing that
Wide
looks
cut.
like probably fouled it off into his groin if he made contact at all. Then the next scene is the outfielder
yeah.
climbing the wall. It's just cut to that tight shot of the guy jumping up. Like first off, they only do that about one every 35 home runs. They don't climb the wall every single time ball goes out of the park. They're not even back there half the time. They're half it clears it by 30 feet. Let me tell you, when Dean Cain hit that dinger in Rancho Cucamonga,
Between his legs.
I was playing outfield. I looked between my legs, and I saw a ball, but it was not Cain.
You
So
wasn't
I'll tell
saying
you that.
you
His was gone.
put your mid up and the ball went
Put
through
a
the
hole, smoking.
The screaming
hold
line
my
drive.
hand. Yeah, the ball was screaming. All right. Oh, that's got to be great. That's got to be great. Just playing ball, and it's got to be realistic. So you got to play hard,
Yeah.
but you get as many pitches as you need to get to
Thank God.
to crack one. You got a good looking swing. Oh, that's
It's a very, very good job. I enjoy the hell out of it.
good. You're blessed.
Yes, sir.
I like when people yell at you. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed, right? Yeah, yes, I do. You are. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, you're blessed. All right, shut
Where'd you
up.
grow up?
I grew up in Malibu, right here.
Oh, for Christ's
I
sake!
know,
Now
I'm blessed.
Really
That's
angry.
it.
You're
I'm
blessed.
definitely
You know you're
blessed.
blessed.
I know I'm
You know you're
blessed.
blessed. Swear you're blessed.
Yes, sir. I swear. I know I'm blessed.
Okay.
And then I went to school out here in Malibu. I went to Santa Monica High School, and then I went to college back east,
Went to
New
Princeton,
Jersey,
right?
Princeton. Yeah.
Samo. Oh wow, local boy.
Local
blessed.
boy.
Blessed. Does he know he's blessed? Hold on, Drew. Do you think he knows he's blessed?
Kissed by God.
Get him to admit he's blessed. Dean, you're blessed. Right?
I know. God bless it.
You're
God
blessed.
bless me.
Knock
Thank
on,
you.
knock on.
I'm
something.
knocking
you're
on
blessed. You're
any-
blessed.
whatever
You
this
know,
is.
He knows he's blessed. He should be blessed. Son of a bitch. Savannah,
Yes.
you're 23.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
I first want to say that I'm sure you get it all the time, but Dr. Drew, I loved your book, Cracked.
Oh, thanks, Savannah. I appreciate it. I don't get that all the time because Adam won't let anybody give me compliments. So I appreciate that.
How can I
was
stop
just
them
really
if they
good.
want to do it?
No, it was really good. I just wanted to tell you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, thank you very much.
Hey, Savannah,
Yes,
do you know that Dean Cain is blessed?
he is blessed. He's a
Blessed.
very,
Grew up
very
in
amazing
Malibu,
man.
Superman.
Princeton.
Probably had sex with Terry Hatcher. Now he's doing a he's doing a TV show where it's played to play baseball. I don't even know if he knows he's doing a show. He just
Wild
thinks
checks
he's
come to his
playing ball.
mailbox from another
He's
show
got
that he
a-
did 6 years ago.
Oh, toughest thing he has to do is that schlep from the Malibu mailbox back to the estate with the big fat novelty check. Gets paid in the big. He gets paid in the big styrofoam
cardboard
ones.
styrofoam.
Yeah, styrofoam back ones. Huge, big Ed McMahon's name on there. Maybe his head. Savannah.
Yes.
All right. So what's up?
I recently received, as sort of a gag gift, a vibrator for my birthday. And I tried it
your
out
phone's
with my
gonna go out.
boyfriend.
All
And,
right. Tried it with your boyfriend.
yeah,
Yes.
I've
her
never used
birthday.
one before. And now he's really freaked out when I use it by myself.
Oh, really?
He's
Yeah.
intimidated. He's
competition,
Jealous. Competition.
yeah.
Yes. Man cannot compete with technology.
How can you vibrate that fast?
No. Maybe if I have a seizure.
Well,
One
if,
ti-
if I'd been blessed, maybe.
When I had special effects and all that stuff, I vibrated that fast.
Oh yeah, See, Dane, I mean, you got to go through the earth. You got to
spin.
vibrate, really.
I actually vibrated so
spin?
fast that I released my molecular structure, but I don't want to get into that.
Oh, really? That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He released it.
that would be bad
blessed.
times, though. And you know,
Oh, my God.
All right,
so-
Savannah.
Yes,
Your boyfriend's how old?
he's 22.
how,
Yeah.
are you guys still okay? You have a decent relationship? You're physically okay together?
Well, everything's fine. It's kind of annoying that
He's just intimidated.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just think it's kind of silly to be intimidated.
Guess what? It is.
It is, but
Completely silly.
22-year-old guys sort of look for reasons to have energy with women.
Yes.
You know
They're-
what I'm
they're
saying?
intimidated by anything.
Well, here's a question though: before she had that little toy of hers, would he be upset or jealous when she would do that on her own?
Oh, good
No,
question.
I will. I never used
blessed
the
with this
vibrator up until
ability
that
to
point.
inquire.
I have another question. Did you have orgasms with him before?
No, I did not.
So now you only have them with the vibrator
Well, I use it sort of as an assist as opposed
with,
to
with him. So he's sort of it's brought in, which is the smart thing
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
But he still feels inadequate
But
because
it's really,
he
it's
can't
like
give
like
you.
putting training wheels on your dork, though. It's a little
Well, no, it's
humiliating
like bringing
to a
in
guy.
like bringing in a stunt dork, really. Someone
Yeah,
else does,
you're going to the bullpen.
yeah.
I tried
But
to
it-
have him like use it on me, so he kind of like is doing it as opposed to me doing it.
Yes,
but
yes.
I think maybe he feels weird about it.
Yes, he's unenlightened. Unenlightened.
No, here's
He
the
his
thing.
expectations. He just make her orgasm.
But
he
look,
can't.
I know, but at 22, think about where your head was at
Oh,
22. Think
please.
about all the energy you had. Now you're just sitting around hoping to die, right? I
Yeah,
mean, before it was like you get hold of a yearbook. Think of the energy you have. Oh, what's this? Who's this
who
dude?
is this? Yeah.
Who's home? Use your prom date? What'd you do with him? You know, like a crazy energy, just going through scrapbooks, looking through stuff. Always remember, just the chick would leave. You'd go start looking around.
Yeah.
You know, what's this? What's got to be something for me to
you
get
have
PO'd
that
about.
sinking, ugly feeling every time you came up to something,
Yeah.
right?
I don't think. See, I don't think the strategy is to try to talk guys out of that testosterone that they're chocked full of at 22 years of age. I think the idea is to lie to them. I really do. You have to treat them. You have to treat them like pets or mental patients or something. Like when the guy says like, "How many guys you slept with before me?" It's like, tell him one guy. Yeah, my boyfriend
Maybe
of
two.
10 years and he died at train wreck, you know.
Yeah, in Iraq.
That's it. Don't. Yeah, he drove a train into suicide train run into Fallujah. You didn't hear? No, they couldn't put it on the news. They weren't allowed to talk about special ops. The point is, I really shouldn't be talking about it. That's how he died. He died and he's gone now. But the thing is like you can't get into all that stuff, you know. Oh, this is the guy who went to the prom. Did you get it on with him? No. We just shook hands and I slapped him in the arm like Peppermint Patty does to Charlie Brown, and we went our separate ways. And then he got in the train and died in Fallujah. You keep moving. Don't go. No, you're mature. You should understand. Guys are weird. So here's the thing. You got the vibrator. You want to use the vibrator. Use it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Then do that thing where you slide it under your armpit, like I do after I stab a man with a shiv, and then put it in the drawer and tell him you didn't use it.
No, but he uses it on herself.
He can do that. They can use it together, but she's using it alone, and it's freaking him out.
Right. No, he's freaking out, but when she uses it with him.
I think she's freaking out when she's using it alone, too.
He's freaking out anytime he shows
he's intimidated.
Shows its ugly head.
Here we go. Keep moving.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it on. Let's break it down. Hey, Dean, get a hand in, buddy.
I'm in.
Hey, Dean. Dean, grab a knee. Grab a knee, buddy. Hey, let me tell you this. That helmet is not a chair, gentlemen. Grab a knee. Grab a knee. Break it down. It's not a chair. Yeah. Dean Cain, the only guest who ever got a laugh out of with the helmet is not a chair.
With the high school football references.
Hey, there it is. I know it well.
Jessica?
Yeah.
Jessica, 19?
That is me. Yep.
What's up?
Not so much. Hanging out.
All right. What's your question?
Okay. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Started having sex about a year ago. First was fine, no big problem, whatever. But the problem that he does have now, I guess, is that when he puts a condom on, he goes limp.
That's actually kind of a common problem.
Yeah.
And we thought at first like they were too small, and so we got magnums, and it's the same thing.
You know, first of all, magnums are actually not bigger. They're the same around the base. Yeah, you got to use the Magnum XLs. Believe it or not, the magnums kind of taper out. They're more at the tip, but they're the same at the base.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. True enough.
Yeah, it's a Trojan man.
So you got to go with the XL.
Magnum XLs. Yeah.
All right.
So that is an excellent move on your part.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes the restriction, it can be restrictive and be uncomfortable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. If I get too much room, I get lazy. You know what I mean?
You just snooze. You just lay back.
Yeah. Yeah. I like to keep my edge by feeling, like I'm in a phone booth.
Right.
Penis in a phone booth. All right. Hey. Yeah. Jessica. Also, guy, it's the stopping. You get in a zone. You get that eye of the tiger thing going, and then all of a sudden you're up in your head. Like you stop, you turn the light on, you're futzing around. You think about contraception, think about responsibility. There's the groove is gone. It's really the equivalent to dragging the needle along the record. So it's hard to get started again.
Well, there will be a condom loader invented someday.
I was trying to invent something. Yeah, here's what I tell guys to do this. I think it makes sense.
Practice.
Go to the local gay bar. They got the big fishbowl full of condoms out there.
If you say so.
Yeah, no.
I'm asking. I mean,
listen,
I'm just saying.
This is my town. You know what I'm saying? I get around. Not ashamed.
You're cool.
Just bless this kid, right? He's never been in a gay bar. He's got to go get that check.
I mean, I'd go in. But
yeah, go in.
I mean, if you would come with me.
Smart cocktail. In and out in 3 hours. What's your little Australian rules football? You know what I'm saying? They don't wear sleeves in that sport.
All right,
here's the point. You go in there, you grab a handful of the condoms, right? Or go to Planned Parenthood. Get a handful of these things.
Or go buy them.
All right, then go buy them. Then go home and get yourself going alone. And then while you're going, stop midstream, put one on. See how fast you do it. You got to drill. You're like
practice.
A volunteer fireman.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Then when the bell rings, you're ready. You're sliding down that pole. You drop it into the boots.
Don't even think of it.
Can I write this down real quick?
Go ahead.
Am I taking notes, guys?
Yeah.
I
want to make sure.
Because if you think about it, the only time you put the condom on is the, once every other 4 months when you're having that weird half-drunken encounter and you're screwed up. You don't know what you're doing. You're futzing with the thing, Get used to it. Work it out. All right.
Break it down.
Dean Cain, break it down, everyone. Hey, get a hand in. Get a hand in. Get a hand in, gentlemen. And I use that term loosely. Helmet's not a chair. Not a chair. All right. Mr. Cain, not a chair.
Not a chair.
Sit on some bag labs. All right. Dean Cain in here, Clubhouse on CBS. It is premiering Wednesday.
No, it's premiering
Tuesday.
Sunday.
Wait a minute. Wait, there's a sneak thing on Sunday.
Yes. And then premiering
and then
Tuesday.
premiere on Tuesday.
Yes.
Sorry, today's Wednesday.
Completely.
I couldn't have been.
Wednesdays,
What is there, like 700 days in a week? I couldn't have been that far off. Yeah, which Tuesday? All right, now, let me get this straight. I want to give it a good plug. It premieres on Tuesday, September 28th, 9 p.m. on CBS, and there is a sneak preview on Sunday.
Yes, Sunday at
9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah, watch them football games, and then, well, that's what it says, Sunday night.
I'll buy it.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, Dixon medicine specialist. Dean Cain in tonight.
Blessed.
Blessed. Dean, do you know you're blessed?
Yes, sir.
You're blessed.
Blessed.
You do know that.
I
don't
do
you?
know that.
You understand that you're blessed?
Yes, sir.
So you'll admit you're blessed?
Yes, sir. I'll admit it openly.
You'll confide in me that you're blessed?
Yes.
Then. Okay. It reminds me of when, I don't know why that is. That's a 50-something-year-old chick realtor move. You're blessed, sweetie. Uh-huh. Yes, you are. Oh, okay. Take your commission.
Susie,
Get
he's
out
blessed.
of here. Drew, one time, his kids came over to my house, one of my homes. I'm blessed, too. Literally a millionaire. They came over, and I had to build them a little not the soapbox derby, but the little pine derby racer thing. You know, the Cub Scouts, the little wheels on it. They put the weight on it, goes down the track. And I busted out the bandsaw or something and cut it out. Did a little work for him. And handed it back to him, and Drew said, "Tell him thanks." And they're like, he said thanks. Tell him thanks. I tell me he doesn't. Just you thank Mr. Corolla. I don't want to. Thank him. And I was like, "Hey, Drew, you yelling at it takes just a little off it when you start hitting your kid and screaming thank him, and then he turns around and thanks me. It's not as
Didn't feel
sincere. It's not the
sincere,
same. We lose the moment just a little bit if you're beating him with a loafer and screaming thank him. So who's it for? It's not for me anymore. It's for the kids, right? You're training the kids. You're using me as like a milk bone to train the kids, right?
Of course.
Always.
Yeah, that's how it works.
And by the way, you wouldn't piss mad at me if they hadn't said thanks.
By
the way.
thanks.
Well, quiet little aside, they didn't thank me for that.
Busted the bandsaw out, Drew. That's all I'm saying.
It's a kid thing. I watched the Dr. Phil special tonight.
Drew angry.
And my wife was
Drew
calling me all
hates
the way.
Dr. Phil.
I hate Dr.
It's his
Phil.
arch
But
nemesis.
I can't argue with that. I can't.
But
I see that.
He had a thing tonight with a kid that was so profoundly disturbed. I mean,
Yeah.
But
They
listen,
had that big special where they had a kid, and they did this thing where it's like 14 points to see if your kid's going to be a serial killer.
He has 9 of them.
this was like as sick as a child can get.
And I was like, it's like Jeffrey Dahmer had 7. And
Well, this kid was smearing.
by the way,
feces.
who was conducting the interview with Dahmer? Why didn't they step in? Number one, number two, and I think it was a post whatever checklist. But yeah, you can't do it after the fact.
Masturbating in front of his sister.
Hitler was
smearing
-3.
feces on the wall, banging his head, punching the walls,
All right.
tearing the limbs off animals.
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
Really profoundly.
How about urinating
Phil's
in the
answer
sink?
is, this kid is just expressing what's going on in your family. I mean, you two got to work on your relationship. You need to spend more time. I'm thinking, oh my God, this kid.
Well, what would you do with him, Drew?
First of all, I would.
I was about to say Dr. Drew, but I realized, it is Dr. Drew. I was making a joke on Dr. Phil, but yeah, I guess he's a doctor.
I would bring consultants in for, you'd bring people in. This kid probably needs a chronic institutionalization.
At what point do you just put the kid down?
But here's the other reason the family's falling apart is they're dealing with this kid. They can't. The stress of it is unbelievable.
No, I mean, it can't. Listen, I'm no doctor, but I do subscribe to the demon seed theory, which is, 1 out of every. People are, okay, let me explain what it's like.
Some are blessed.
Dean, blessed.
Some are blessed.
Dean, you're blessed. You're blessed.
Some are cursed.
Admit
Yes,
it.
admit it.
Okay.
Some are cursed.
Well, for every blessed guy, Dean taking up a parking space in the blessed lot, there's no room for this guy. He's got to go park in the cursed alley.
Yeah,
you
the
understand?
demon seed.
Yeah. And the thing is every once in a while there's a lemon. I mean, but there's emotionally and physically. There's people
yes,
born
of
with
course,
abnormalities.
yes.
There's cars that roll
But
off
we
the
kind of know what
assembly
this
line
is
that
now.
are
We know
screwed
the
up.
orbital frontal system doesn't operate. They can't empathize.
Yes,
they
that
can't
kid was a
contain
mess.
feelings.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's a neurobiological thing that is profound. I mean,
All
it's
right.
really sick and
And
dangerous.
here's what I'm thinking, and tell me if I'm a bad guy, but I just based on the commercial, by the way. I'm looking at this kid, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, he is screwed up in a way that I couldn't fix. And all the cuddling and timeouts and tough love and whatever
What Phil's
is
advice
not
was
going to
quit
do
your
anything.
job and spend more time. And the thing, like, now they're going to lose their insurance resources that they need to
No, the
manage
kid
this kid the rest of their
needed to
lives.
go somewhere for his safety and the safety of those in the
their
neighborhood.
Two little daughters were going, when he gets bigger than me, he's going to do
they're, like,
something
terrifying
to
him,
me.
yeah.
They're terribly beautiful girls. They were completely together. It's like,
Yeah.
and there were other
not
families he
blessed.
talked to were so disturbed for the similar kinds of reasons what he was suggesting this family was having.
Well, Drew,
Didn't bring it up
what
with
would
them.
what would your diagnosis be then? What would you say?
I'm thinking autistic spectrum disorder or plus some real serious abuse.
Is that for the
something
kid or for
abuse.
Dr. Phil?
Well, I think that maybe.
I was just checking.
He has baldy blowhard disorder. Very rare. Although it does strike one in 5 guys over 50 who drive nice
It just
cars.
happened. I was watching his Eat Your Hollywood story today, and they had him saying, I practiced with psychology for 6 months. These people wanted to come in and talk to me. They wanted to talk about their problems. I told them what to do in an hour. What are they? They just want a friend to complain to. I'm thinking, so feelings have no meaning. You're trained in mental health, and they have no meaning to you. That is profound narcissism.
Yeah.
Profound.
Yeah. But
It's like-
you know the check that Dean picked up from the
Nothing compared to Phil.
Phil, he needs a backloader to get that thing
Yeah,
just up the driveway. There's a thing going beep, beep,
Blessed. He's
beep,
blessed.
and he drags it along the driveway. Yeah. I'll tell you what you got, Drew. You got peace of mind. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy, too.
You
Drew,
Daimonia.
it's easy on the eyes.
Yeah, it's easy. On the
Very easy. Very easy.
You guys are both scaring me.
Not that I've ever been to a gay bar.
No.
Just
Bowls
'cause
of condoms.
I've just-
Well, we're going to watch some Australian
legend.
rules football there. And I'm gonna show Dean something they don't a little clubhouse move I know that's not probably going to be depicted on CBS. Yeah, it involves a glory hole.
I thought it was a keys to
Just keep moving. Good. Lola,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Hey, first I wanted to say that I've been listening to you guys for like 6-7 years, and Adam, you're a comedic genius,
Oh, thank you.
and Dr. Drew, you are a physician of great passion. So I
He's
really
passionate,
appreciate
man.
listening to you guys. I think you guys are wonderful.
Thanks.
We're getting set up for something here.
Go
Keep
ahead.
going.
Here we go.
But
No, my question is that for the last 5 years, I've really wanted to get into the adult film industry, like directing.
See, this show has had a tremendous impact on you.
Yes.
Directing, producing, and possibly acting in it. And I'm wondering how safe it is to get in it and to stay in it. Just if it's
How
tough
safe?
to get in it, stuff like that.
Well, I don't think you get to just, as a 20-year-old female, I don't think you get to just put on the beret and the headphones and slide behind the camera and start directing movies.
I would think people have
You got to do a minimum of 1,500
Before
before they let you be a grip.
But none of that. I would imagine people have a strangle in this business. People don't. You know what I mean? There must be people that just kind of
Yeah,
control
because
this business.
there's a handful of people, and but the internet has opened things up, I imagine. But what do you mean producing, directing, writing? First off,
The
there's
right.
I've seen a porn script.
the writing.
5-hour movie's 3 pages. It really is. Barry Lyndon of porn. I don't know what the porn name for Barry. That'd be horrible. Making porn titles out of little-known 70s.
Yeah, little known. This is a Kubrick film.
Engineer Chris, ever hear of the movie Barry Lyndon?
Who starred in it?
No, he doesn't remember.
Who starred in it?
I don't remember who starred in it, but I know it.
He
What was it
Stanley
about?
Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
All right, he
I don't
starred
know.
in it. All right, and look at Dean, blessed, Princeton grad.
He's never heard of it.
Fine thespian.
Never heard of it.
All right, where the hell were we?
Ryan O'Neal.
Yeah, Lola, Ryan O'Neal. That's right.
Rolling over in his
He's alive.
Yeah,
I know.
rolling over to
Barker Lounger.
parking lot.
Hey, Lola.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, who are we talking to?
Lola.
Oh, Lola. Sorry, Lola. I don't. It's weird to aspire to break into this adult films without actually just being in them.
Also, but it kind of means something too. So what's up?
What do you mean?
What's up?
Something's going on.
Like, was I sexually abused? Was I physically abused?
Most chicks are kind of grossed out by it, to tell you the truth, and the only ones that really sort of turned on to it are ones that dad was a little weird or something.
Yeah, well,
What happened?
I come from an abusive household. Was sexually abused once that I can remember. But, I mean...
All right.
How about as opposed to seeking your solutions through porn or being in porn, which has never, by the way, maybe Jenna Jameson accepted and solved anything for anybody. Getting some treatment.
I've been in therapy for the last, 4 years, 5 years.
Are you talking to your therapist about your plan here to be in pornography?
I'm not entirely. Sometimes I've brought it up just in passing.
Well, go ahead and bring it up in full swing.
What do you do now, by the way?
I'm graduating from Reed.
From what? From Reed?
Yeah, in Portland, Oregon.
Yes, Reed.
Did you go there, Drew? Junior college?
No, it's university.
They just smoke a lot of weed over there?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm a biochem major.
Yeah, it's a good school.
Wow.
It's a good school.
Biochem major wants to get into porn?
Just because she was abused doesn't mean she can't be smart.
All right. Well, listen, don't be stupid if you're smart, Lola. You know what I'm saying? You're blessed. You understand?
No, I know.
Minus the sexual abuse part. You're blessed. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. So focus on your studies. That's just going to... By the way, you don't have any ins or any connections. And let me tell you, the porn industry is not exactly... Not actually blossoming in Portland, Oregon. You'd have to
and
go
by the
out
way, people
to,
don't make money doing that. People that own the companies make money, not the people that perform in these things.
That's right.
I really wanted to move down to LA and do some work down there, possibly. But
Please promise me this one thing. Do whatever you want, but tell your therapist your little plan here, okay? Please.
Yep.
All right. And listen, everyone, stop moving to L.A., please. I can barely get home at night. All you idiots looking at...
It's gotten worse this year, didn't it?
I'll tell you what it is.
We're getting older and just getting...
We're getting older. I'm getting
cranked.
crotchety. I'm angry. I yelled "beat it" at some kids who were near my lawn today.
No, you did not.
Stay away from that lawn, you kids. Helmet's not a chair. Oh, wait a minute, wrong guy. But here's the thing, seriously. L.A., I've realized, is filled with people who either are not from L.A. and from lands that you haven't even heard of. I mean, these people were driving water buffaloes and yaks and crap
there's that.
a few years ago.
Yeah.
So you got people that aren't used to driving anything. And let me explain something to Dean over here. We got a lot of people in Los Angeles.
Do not offend Dean's heritage.
I'm not, because I know he's part Japanese.
That's
yes,
right.
That's where he gets his tenacity.
There we go. But the Asian folks...
No, not going after the Asians.
They're not the best drivers that I've
He was preparing
No.
to, but
I'm
he decided not to.
Let me tell you something. I have no quarrel with the Asians. They're way down on my list. I got many groups to get to before I get to the Asians. Here's what I'm saying. People say, why don't we do better in soccer as a country? And then the answer is, well, we have great athletes and everything. Why can't we do better? Well, these other countries have been playing for generations. For us, it's a relatively new thing. It's going to take a while. Yes, but our guys can run faster. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. These guys, their fathers and their fathers' fathers and their fathers' fathers' fathers were playing. That's how it is with driving. We've been driving out here in the United States. Some of these other kooky nationalities in here, they weren't driving. Their dads weren't driving. Their parents weren't driving. They got mopeds with outboard motors on them and, 3 wheels. It's catch as catch can in some of these countries. And there's no laws. It's every man for themselves. Everything's just some two-stroke, Cuisinart engine on this thing, and it's blowing smoke everywhere, and it's being pulled by 3 dogs. It's a disaster. Now, they don't have the heritage that we have with the automobile. And once in a while, you get a guy from Germany. All right, he's been driving for 100 years.
And
fine.
fast.
And fast. All right, that's a guy you get behind. But then you get behind someone from, Da Nang, and look out. There's going to be trouble. So, Los Angeles, ton of that. And then secondly, bunches of people from around the country aren't familiar with the terrain. Looking around, looking over their shoulder. Yes.
Guys from New York and Boston.
They're from Buffalo, and it's snow. 6 months out of the year, you couldn't even find your car. It was buried out in the driveway somewhere. And then the other time, most of the time you drove, you were drunk. You had to look out for the cops. And then so I don't know where I am. Where should I go? Where's the freeway? I don't know the signs. So, and then there's a lot of people visiting. out here. So everyone's just driving around with their head on a swivel, looking around. Where am I? Looking for landmarks, looking at a Thomas guide, haven't driven. And that's what we're running into here. We're not running into the people that know the route.
It's interesting. That whole visitor thing is something we have not. We've
that's
not had
trouble.
until recently.
That's trouble.
That's
and
more
look,
recent.
Here's
right?
the thing too.
So since Hollywood kind of cleaned up, it seems like people are kind of coming
They're
look
coming
at
back, and especially if I work down at Kimmel over there.
That Jam
right
Kimmel guy cleaned it up over there. Put the show right in the middle.
Put it right in the middle, and he cleaned up the city single-handedly.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's why we love Jimmy Kimmel.
Festival advertised on television.
San Gennaro Feast,
Ralph's
everybody.
presents San
Oh,
Gennaro
that's a big
Feast.
deal. Yeah.
Who pulled that one off?
The Paisans did. That's who pulled them off. The Japanese or
Japanese
the whatever
didn't
the
do
hell you are. Tell you that right now.
You don't even know what I am, do you?
Yeah,
you don't care.
I don't know.
You read my book.
I haven't read your
It's
book.
been out for a year.
Only a year. That's
But you
what
probably
I'm
read.
saying.
You probably read the little inside cover, inside flap.
No.
Back cover.
No, because you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens, Dean. You pick up the book with the intent of, I'm just going to read the slug line at the front here. Next thing you know, you're in page 3. You know what I mean? I can't chance that. I can't chance it. Dean Cain, everyone, blessed. You know you're blessed?
Yes, sir.
He's blessed. Drew, you realize he's blessed?
He is blessed.
Do you know that I know Dean's blessed?
I do now.
Okay. We'll take a quick break. Clubhouse, name of the new TV show, CBS, Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock. Preview this Sunday on CBS. Take a quick break. Be right back.
1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Oh, guess who's coming in tomorrow night? Rich Eisen from the NFL channel. Dean's going to miss that. And then Korn and Interpol and Seth MacFarlane after that from the Family Guy coming back. Drew, you did Family Guy,
I did it, yep.
All right.
And Seth did all the voices for my kids.
Oh, he did?
He did
That's
Quagmire. He does Quagmire.
Oh, those kids
He
of
did
yours.
Peter. And
Nice.
Alex was there. She read with me.
Alex Borstein.
Yeah, and she did some Lois for him.
Different Lois.
Good times.
Dean Cain here, totally different. Dean
Is
is
it Lois? Yeah.
Different Lois.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's Lois Clark, right? And
No, but I
Lois.
mean, it's
Yeah.
Lois on Peter's wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Dean is here talking about Clubhouse, which is going to be on CBS, 9 o'clock, Tuesday nights, and a big sneak preview premiere, half sneak preview on Sunday, 9 o'clock on CBS. Yes, Drew. Dean stars as Scott Peterson in the USA movie, The Perfect Husband. Really killed her, huh? Mediocre at best.
Did you film this already?
We filmed this already. It aired.
What happened? Does anybody did you learn, or does anybody ask the question? What happened when they closed that business across from Cal Poly Pomona? They had a restaurant that was thriving, extremely successful, and one day they moved to Modesto for no reason. Being near the parent, yeah, sure.
Hey, look, man, I just played the character. I can't.
But
tell
there was
you
no
why.
research or anything that's
Nothing that we did, and I was very careful in playing that role not to learn too much. I played him innocent in my mind, but not the brightest bulb. I mean, if you watch some of his interviews, the things that he said, it came off like a bad actor. So I figured no matter how bad a job I did playing him, I'd look great.
Look just like him.
I'd look just like him, exactly.
Dean did eerily look like him too. By the way, I mean, you don't think of Dean Cain when you think of Scott Peterson, but when you saw him in the hairstyle that way, or I don't know, wearing just a court suit or something, it really looked like it. What do they do? I mean, they do this in movies. You know, they make Val Kilmer become Jim Morrison. They're not using prosthetic, chin clefts. How do they do it? You don't look that much like the guy. How do they do that? They style the hair, they put the clothes on, but then what?
Then the actor has to do the job and pick up the little things that this person does, the way they speak, their mannerisms, their the way they phrase words, the way they move, sort of all that stuff. And I'd say that Val Kilmer did a little bit better job playing Jim Morrison than I did playing Scott.
No, he did not. Kilmer should have played Scott Peterson.
No, I'd like to see that.
And you play Morrison, yeah. Yeah. To me, I don't know. To me, see, I always say that would be the hardest thing to do, to play somebody else. You know, it's one thing you just play a part. Oh, you're grizzled, streetwise New York cop. All right, I'll just do whatever I want with it, you know. But the idea that you're playing somebody that people know and know very well and see all over the news, and they see him and they hear him talk, you screw that up. It's like when you do an impersonation or an impression, you do a bad one, everyone starts laughing at you.
Truth.
Right?
I was actually terrified of that, and I thought I might be terrible, but
you weren't.
It turned out okay.
It worked out. All right. See, story had a happy ending, Drew.
He's blessed.
He's blessed. He's blessed. Drew, you know that Dean knows that I'm aware that he's blessed, right?
I know now. Nicole, I knew before, actually.
Nicole?
Yes.
You're 20.
Hi.
What's up?
I have a little bit of a problem. I had a boyfriend of 2 years, from the ages of 17 to 19, and it just turned 20. We broke up 8 months ago, and he actually wet the bed quite a bit at night, and it didn't bother me because I loved him and I just dealt with it. But now I'm starting to wet the bed, and
really?
Yeah.
Sympathetic bladder disorder.
Homage.
I know it's not contagious, but I think it's my state of mind. But for the past month, I mean, we've been broken up for 8 months. For the past month, I've been wetting the bed at night.
All right, we got to dig into
How
this.
often?
But we got to take a break.
All right. Nicole, how often?
At least maybe once or twice a week.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
So
Yeah.
That's a bit much for a 20-year-old. All right, I have my own bedwetting stories I can share with the folks. Dean Cain, blessed. Dean Cain, get a hand.
Not blessed by this habit, unfortunately.
No,
fortunate for him.
not been touched.
But the
by
hand of God
bedwetting
touched you
card.
as it pertains to this.
Yes. And I'll shed some light on her urine after this.
Here it is. Bottom line, it sucks being single today. Tons of lame people and no decent prospects. Call the date line. Call the date line. Call the date line.
1-877-889-DATE. LoveLine will be right back, so get your problems ready.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dean Cain, blessed. Dean Cain, so blessed, so very blessed. Dean Cain in studio tonight. Clubhouse, name of his new show, CBS, 9 o'clock on Tuesday nights. Big sneak preview on Sunday night. Dean and I were speaking during the break about vomiting, and Dean tells of a white wine-related vomit story. Turned out I may have been vomiting at the exact same time that Dean was vomiting. Oh, you know, ships in the night.
Who knew?
He was on the other side of town vomiting. I was in North Hollywood vomiting. He was in Malibu vomiting.
But he had the blessed parking spot, and you had the cursed parking spot.
Yeah,
There's
we
no difference.
Now you tell us your white wine chugging vomit story, please.
Yeah, my buddy and I we broke into his dad's stash of I believe it was Almaden Mountain Chablis, and it was a jug the size of a keg.
Yeah, they used
with
to
a
put them
handle.
in those huge glass jugs with the gold screw top.
Yeah, and we decided to
with the finger, like the moonshine.
Sling it over your
it
shoulder.
really felt like a moonshine jug, and we drank a bunch of that, and it didn't taste very good going down, and it didn't taste very good at all coming back up. So it's taken me a long time.
Yeah, it's tough to get back on.
And now on a really hot day at about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, a nice crisp white wine is okay.
Yeah, on a cold
well,
day
that's
or a
right.
medium day.
That's the thing. You're a champion. A lot of guys walk away; they never get back on that bottle. Not you, my friend.
If I see a jug, though, I'm running.
You're not going to let that bottle lick you.
So to speak.
Climb
So
right
to
back
speak.
on that thing. Yeah, I was having trouble chugging beer when I was, 11. No, I was, I don't know, 16, 17. And the beer was, too, the carbonation. I used to say the guys who were putting all the peer pressure on me, I don't, it's the bubbles. I can't take
Plus,
it.
it was Mickey's Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember those.
No finer brew than Mickey's Big Mouth. So finally, we had a guy, had a buddy named Chet. And Chet worked at the AM/PM on the corner.
The hookup.
And Chet would not he would not steal for us. He just wouldn't mind if we stealed in front of him or stole in front of him. So we would just go in and steal. And somebody stole the big jug of white wine. And I remember them pouring it into tumblers, just a tumbler of white wine. And my thing is, like, I'd been talking the whole time about, well, it was the carbonation. Now, this doesn't have any carbonation. It was just sort of sweet, crappy, but you could chug it. It wasn't like you can't chug hard liquor because it's the alcohol content's too high. And beer eventually starts sort of burning your throat, especially when you're 16. But the sweet white wine, just chugged it down like it was Kool-Aid. Couple of tumblers of that, heaved in the back of a car. Not only on myself, but on John Tyler, the guy who went and stole the jug of booze, and then crawled up my driveway and heaved in the driveway.
Is this the way you woke up the next morning with gravel
I
attached
had
to your
gravel in my
face?
face, yes. I fell asleep out in the driveway. The Corollas have old asphalt driveways, you know what I mean? And I woke up with part of the driveway stuck in my
show
cheek.
up and just start poking at you with a nightstick.
I was mostly in the bushes, so I was fine.
Hey, listen, before we talk to Nicole, finish
Yeah.
her bedwetting story, I want to talk to somebody from Sacramento who wants to set us straight or tell us the Scott Peterson, complete the story.
Good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sounds like
all right.
They'll know more than me.
Kara?
Yes.
Cara?
Nice
Kara?
to meet you guys. Kara.
You're 25?
Kara,
Kara,
wow.
what's up?
Okay, first of all, it's Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Oh,
It wasn't
what did I
Pomona.
say? Pomona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
said
okay.
Pomona? No, it's weird because I was thinking San Luis too because I
Yeah.
know it's where they're from.
Okay, one of my roommates worked for Scott Peterson at the restaurant,
Yeah.
and my other roommate's fiance bought the place that they sold. But there was
Wow.
an owner in between, so
Okay.
he didn't directly buy
And?
from them. He was screwing around in San Luis big time, but he was kind of quiet about it, not as flagrant as he is now or was now.
Screwing around with girls, with college kids.
Yes,
Yeah.
but she was the feisty one.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
she was nuts, I'm sure of it.
Really, I mean, no, super nice and stuff. But I was in there
Nuts.
one time and people were underage drinking, and she got in some faces.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
All right.
she was a feisty one. He was kind of the quiet, whatever.
Yeah, I could tell she was six kinds of like borderline. I mean, she
Really?
think who he is and who he'd be with.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
but guys
be
like that
somebody-
can fool women sometimes. They, huh?
Yeah.
They need to be with that
He
guy.
always had some. Not that I ever saw firsthand, but he always had someone on the side.
All right.
And
why'd they sell the
why,
business?
Yeah, the business was thriving. Why did they suddenly just
It
bail
wasn't
out?
thriving. It was doing well, but it wasn't thriving at all. It's hard. It's hard. It's a small town. No one,
All right.
So they just wanted to go do something else.
I just got tired.
And I think she wanted to go back and be by her family.
No, so it really is what happened. All right. There you
All
go.
right.
Okay.
Look at that.
Thanks,
Okay,
Badal.
bye, guys.
Night. Let's see. Power Radio. Now we're going to talk to someone who's
Bedwetting.
whizzing on
Yeah.
themselves. Nicole,
Yes.
you're 20?
Yes.
All right. So your boyfriend used to wet the bed,
Yes.
and now he's out.
Yes.
And now you bet the
Now
bed
you're
twice a
wetting
week.
the bed. Once
Yeah.
or twice.
I
Yeah.
have
think
never
it's-
had this problem in my life, and all of a sudden he's out of my life, and I'm doing it like I caught a cold or something.
You caught
I feel like
bedwetting
a
from him.
fucking
Did
idiot.
Give it to her.
you
Well-
just use the F word?
I don't think so.
Did I say the F word?
No, you didn't use the F word, did you?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought
This
she said
is
I feel like
exactly
an
what
effing
someone
idiot.
who just used the F word would say.
Yes.
But here's the thing. I don't care. Nicole, here's what you got to do. What?
Well, let's figure out what's going on for her. Are you on any medication?
No.
Is
I'm not
there-
even on birth control, so.
Could you possibly have a urine infection or something that's triggering this?
You know what? I used to get yeast infections all the time, but I know it's not a yeast infection. I don't have any symptoms of it being a yeast infection, and I don't have the problem urinating on a daily basis. So,
So no, it doesn't hurt when you urinate or burn, anything of that sort.
no, not at all.
Okay.
All right.
And-
now let me start with my advice.
And one last thing. Do you think that this is some sort of attempt to recapture this guy? You know, sort of you're dealing with, did his leaving, was it a very painful thing?
Yeah, but it was my choice.
I understand, but is this
but
sometimes
if he cheated or something, right?
No, nothing.
He was
like
whizzing in other women's beds, yes?
that. I don't know. I have no
gun.
idea.
All right, well, why was it your choice? I mean, if it was so painful, why don't you just stay with him?
His mother, to be quite honest, he was
quite attached to his mother, and she was making it painful
really?
to continue the
Bedwetter
relationship.
attached to mom. Shocking.
Surprise.
Well, yeah.
All right, so really, so you dumped him because he couldn't? It was sort of had to choose between you and mom, and he chose mom.
No, not at all. Mom would set him up, or we would be at Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, and she would purposely invite little girls over to the house to, she'd set the table and sit them next to him, and he wouldn't stand up for me. She'd sit there and bash me the entire time, and I'd,
Hold on a second, not job.
Reenactment.
She's
So it's because he had to choose between you and mom, and he chose mom.
No. He
It's
come
just
over for
a-
Christmas dinner, and then he'd invite little girls over.
Well, that was
what did that mean?
Women to just
Well, she would
cause them
invite
to stray.
the girls around the block who were 16 years old over to Thanksgiving dinner, and she would, Andrea, this is my son Scott, and I wanted you to meet him. And the entire time it was like a setup, like a date or something, and it was really uncomfortable.
Now,
She would just
Nicole, yeah. you're getting nuttier. You're sounding nuttier as the syllables wear on. Yeah, that's stupid. I don't understand what this means. I don't believe you though. I think you're paranoid about this.
I'm
anyway, something's up. Something's up with your radar. You're not reading things right.
Yeah.
I mean, look, maybe she's a piece of work, maybe he is, but I don't know. He invite you over for Christmas and then bring in neighborhood girls and sit them next to him and try to set them up with teenagers. While she berated you, that sounds delusional.
It's not. This woman's been married like 6 times, and
okay. Well, here's the. Okay, let me say this.
That, by the way, speaks volumes about the kind of woman that
I got to speak. I'm speaking in broad terms here. People tell us this all the time, like this crazy person, they did this, and you go, wow, that's so incredibly out of line. So here are your two choices. A, the person did do that, is that far out of line, and is that way, and then B, you they are, and you went over there. And you continued to go over there.
Right.
You
Why did
continued
you
to sort
even
of you climb into the lion's den this way and be knocked around. No, you say to your partner, look, your mom, she's a nut job. I'm not
won't be
going over
around,
there.
yeah.
No, last time I was over there, it was very uncomfortable. I'm not going over there this Thanksgiving. So either way, it sort of ends up falling in your lap, or you're sort of delusional and paranoid, and you're creating this fantasy, which you think is true, but we don't believe you. I think it's probably a little each, but I don't know why you have to dance with these people. They're screwed up. They're nutty. Why do you got to go over there and dance with them?
well,
Nicole?
he lived with his mother.
All right.
And,
So he comes over to your place, wets your bed, brings a turkey, takes a whiz on the stuffing, and then,
Oh, my God.
Why do you have to go? Yeah, all right. He lived there, so fine. You don't have to go over there. You don't like her.
He was just extremely, I can't handle a boy who's extremely attached to his mother.
How come?
right.
Why not?
So that was one of my problems.
Why not? Why can't you handle that?
Where's your mom? Ooh.
My mom's working.
Heavy.
I'm extremely
She's
independent,
working.
and it's hard for me to. He constantly wanted to hang out with his family, which is good, and he's extremely close with his brothers, and they all live at home. It's
Was
like
your mom? What did your mom neglect you growing up?
Foster.
a little bit, but I'm not going to feel sorry for myself.
No, you're not. You're just going to take it out on all men, you did.
Probably.
Wow, heavy. We're getting somewhere. What was your mom doing? Working the whole time you were young?
Yeah,
Doing drugs.
my mom started her own gymnastics school.
Eating disorder. Keep going.
I wish I had an eating disorder.
And your mom had one. Yeah.
No, my mom started her own gymnastics school. My dad was out of the picture when I was 2, and then she got remarried to a wonderful guy when I was 4.
All right.
So you like your stepdad?
I love him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing, Nicole.
Whatever.
Here's how you stop wetting the bed. You ready? I'll give this to Dean because
he needs this.
He's gifted.
Yeah. Dean's his son does a little bedwetting, and even the Man of Steel will rust his drawers
It's
every
true.
once in a while. You
Well,
know.
I handle it very simply with the little nighttime diapers for the kid.
Oh, really?
That's what I do.
They have the
I sleep in
nighttime
peace.
diapers. That's good, right?
This the pull-ups.
Yep.
They put the pull-ups on them. All right.
And it's good for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you how to save yourself money on the diapers, even though, like I said, with the novelty-sized check coming every other week from the Ripley's people, you don't need it. But here's what you do. You get yourself – I'm going to talk to Nicole here. Nicole, get one of those digital timers from the store. You can get them at the food store. You can get them at the grocery market. You can get them at the Thrifties, the Save-On, whatever, the Rite Aid, whatever it is. They're little digital ones. They take a AAA battery and ting, ting, ting. Press the thing for like I don't know. It doesn't matter when you go to bed. Just hit this thing for like 4 hours. You know what I mean? It's a little digital thing. Ting, ting, ting. Hit it. It'll go off in 4 hours. When it goes off, you get up and take a leak. If you get up and it's wet, the next night you set it for 3 hours. But you just get up and take a leak, you get back in bed, you won't wet the bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you're never going to do that.
No.
Okay.
Because it means leaving the boyfriend once and for all.
Can you do that? Or are you going to do what I told you to do?
Absolutely. I want to. It's kind of embarrassing. I mean,
All right.
I embarrass myself.
I'm telling you, the whole bedwetting thing, because I used to wet the bed, and my grandpa cured me.
You talked about it. Make sure there's not something else going on with her, real quick.
No, I'm done with her.
Just quickly.
No.
Are you drinking a lot of fluids?
No, I'm not.
You're not thirsty all the time.
She's done. She's fine.
Yeah, we haven't established really what she may need a medical evaluation.
All right.
Dream. It's a dream. It's not like I don't
You
feel
dream
like
you're
it's
on
like
the
a
toilet.
mental state.
But you're not thirsty all the time.
No, I'll like wet the bed. I'll wake up right after I do it. I roll over and immediately I think he's in the bed with me. Like it can't possibly be me who wet the bed.
Wow.
And I wake over and I roll over and no one's there and I'm like,
oh,
see, she never use a 4-letter word. Never, not Nicole. No, how dare you?
She's yelled the holy ass. All right. All right. Let's cut our losses. But
Why do I feel like Nicole's got
something's going on?
Mega
with her.
going on with her.
Absolutely,
Mega.
something going on.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Can
All right.
feel it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you wake up, you take a leak, you go back to bed, you don't wet the bed. It's as simple as that.
She got medication. I got to poke.
Maybe he never wet the bed, and it was just confusion.
Yeah, maybe it was her all along. Ooh, Dean. Using that Princeton education.
I tell you.
Smart, thinking outside of the box.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Here we go.
No, I'm done with her. Brisa, you're 21?
I am.
What's up?
Well, my question is basically, I'm going into the Air Force in about 2 months, November 29th.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know if there was something I can take. I was thinking maybe the Depo-Vera shot I don't want to get my period while I'm in there, basically.
Well, you're going through boot camp and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boot camp is 6.5 weeks long for the Air Force.
you don't need the embarrassment when you're climbing that wall. You know what I mean?
Bad times.
Yeah, that's bad.
But Depo would
it's
actually
bad enough
be.
that I get it here, so.
Depo would actually be the last thing you'd want to do because the first 3 months after you take that shot, you bleed continuously. It's the second 3 months that the period usually stops.
Let me tell you. Let me say this: people who sign up during wartime should get a bump that stays with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because let's face it, half the military. And I hate to say this, but a lot of these guys are just slackers. They don't have a choice. They don't have the brains of you and Dean Cain. They weren't going to college. They didn't have any work. They did whatever. So screw it. I'll go join up with the Army. And, like when I was in high school, you go join up the Army. There's nothing going on. They'll pay you. You do a little training. You hang out. You get the three squares and a cot, and you're fine. Yeah, it's no problem. But joining up during wartime, that's something. That's a little something different, especially if you join the Marines right now, there'd be a good chance you'd be shipped out in a few months. I'm guessing. So whatever you join it, like it should be like it should have a scale. Like if you join during wartime, you get 30% more even 2 years after it's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah? A little incentive too, by the way.
Okay, your taxes are now going up.
But think about the difference. Think about the difference between joining the Army when there's no war and not going to be a war, and then joining the Army when there is a war.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them is hang out stateside, see if you can get deployed in Hawaii or something, and keep it cool, learn how to work on missiles. And the other one is I might get killed. Yes?
It's a big deal.
Yeah, especially since we're not fighting in any desirable places anymore. There was a time when we
like
could
Vietnam?
go. Well, no, but I mean, you go to Grenada.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was Panama.
Hey, we got to go to Panama. Who wants to go to Panama? Grenada. Look, we have to kick a little ass, and then we're going to relax. Now you're up there. You got these scorpions everywhere. The chicks are wearing bedspreads on their head. There's a camel crap. It's big dust bowls, 170 degrees. Hey, I mean, that's bad. Vietnam, at least, go buy a little hash, bang a hooker. You know what I mean? You got nothing over there. You see what I'm saying?
Good times.
Yeah, it's good times.
So, Brisa, what you should do is go on the birth control pill and just take it continuously. They actually
right before I leave?
You can start any time. They actually have a packet now that is continuous, so for 3, 4, 6 months at a time.
Really?
And there's no reason you have to have your period. You just take the pill continuously. I forget the name of the product, but there's one out there that's actually packaged in such a way. I think it's 3 months at a time.
Are you? You say you're going into the Navy?
No,
Air Force.
Air Force. What are you doing? What are you going to do in the Air Force?
Security forces.
Security.
Yeah.
Wow.
You get to pick what you're going to do as you enlist?
Yeah, that's what they do. They
Really?
They do it. And by the way, let me tell you what happened with the
Why wouldn't
Corolla mental weight scale. First, start off at 128 pounds. Then I found out her name was Breeza, and I both dropped about 145, 150. Then I heard Air Force, pow, she went to 165. And then when I heard security, boom,
Pushing 2 bills.
205, pushing 2. Push to a good junior college linebacker size, so maybe outside backer. Got wheels, not the size you like. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Breeza,
Yeah.
you big gal?
No, I'm actually not.
Really? Well, because wait till you get, let me tell you something. Wait till you get into the security. Because security pants for female security, they only come in extra huge ass, and then you have to fight to fill it out.
Well,
They don't make skinny ones. It's just huge ass size ones. That's all they make. That's what it is. It's like, you know how a goldfish will get as big as the tank it's in.
Of course.
An ass will get as big as the pants it gets stuffed into.
You know what? And I knew I was going to get drilled by you. I knew it.
Hey, if you can't take this, sweetie, you don't belong in this man's Air Force.
I can take it. Just because I love you. That's the only reason.
All right, there you go. All right, sweetie P.
What a
That's
rejoinder.
That's tough love. That's fine. So you're gonna be like an MP?
It's like an MP, but the Air Force likes to call it security forces for whatever reason,
And you do that for like 4 years, and then you get out and you start getting in. You join like a municipal police department.
My plan or my goal at this point is to do some sort of law enforcement. Yeah.
All right. And by the way, let me just say this: you're a chick, right?
I am.
Do you got a nationality you can cash in on?
Sure, I'm Hispanic.
Hispanic.
Oh.
All right. Chick, Hispanic, you should be able to
Job now.
You should walk right into LAPD headquarters and go like, I'm taking over. I want to be the chief.
And I'm bilingual, so.
Oh, bilingual.
Got it.
Why? So here's what I'm saying. Why do the Navy thing? Why not just go into the academy or the Air Force thing? Why not just go into the academy?
I like to have stuff in my resume. I just don't like to march into places and be like, hire me, I'm a minority,
Oh, I appreciate that. Stupid, but I respect it. No, I know, but look, you're on the ball. I mean, I'm serious. I'm saying, as you're bilingual, you're female, you're Hispanic, you could go into almost any police department around the country and probably get hired on.
I agree with you, but I like to fill up my resume with good stuff. So.
God bless her.
I tried that. I tried to get on the. Try to get the fire department out here for saying. I went out there. I said my name's Marisol, and I wore eyelashes, and I fanned myself. And the guy said, "You're a chick," and I went fresh, and I hit him with the thing. It was like Bugs Bunny. Yeah, there's a good movie. That's Dean's next movie.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Affirmative action. Tries to get on.
It's a great name for a film. Affirmative action.
Affirmative action.
Oh,
yeah, okay. Here's what we do in affirmative action. We do it. They've done it in a few movies, but never with affirmative action. You're a white guy. You did Scott Peterson. You play Scott. You can do white.
He's a white guy.
You do white. You're a white guy who's been trying to get on the Los Angeles Fire Department for a number of years now, but nothing. The test dates come and go. You never get anything. You're way at the back of the list. They got enough white guys over there. They got to get some other nationalities to fill it out. You finally realize this, and that's where you go as Marisol, the fast-talking, sassy Hispanic woman. All right, and busty. Huge novelty bus. And so you go in, you test, and you get put on a firehouse. And the fire captain, older white guy, drunk, he's hitting on you. I like that, too. I like when the drunken boss guy, wow, look at you. And then the guy's got a name like Fredalina. This is so fetching. And the guy's like, Fred Flintstone wearing a dress? Like, really? That's hot? That's hot to you? Yeah, I'm gonna hit huge calves, a big 10-gallon head.
Control himself.
Yeah. Okay, but then let's see. So you trust? There's one guy in the firehouse who knows your secret. He's secretly gay. Secretly, so you both have shared secret, and then the mother of all fires breaks out. mattress warehouse. Nothing but mattresses. A huge pyramid of mattresses going there. And I don't know. I haven't worked out all the beats. You got to use your bra somehow at the end. You know what I mean? To pull. No, you got to pull man out. Yeah. Affirmative action. Yeah. Drew, you writing any of this down?
I got it. It's in my head. Are you kidding? It's pure genius.
Thank you. Dean Cain in the studio tonight. Going to be in Clubhouse coming up. That's his TV gig, but the big screen, look for him in affirmative action. Coming soon. As Marisol. Yeah, Marisol Hernandez. And fresh. Hits with the fan all the time.
Fresca.
Yeah.
Marisol's got a Rosie Perez's voice, though.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, no, that works.
Yeah, perfect.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Drew, how much money do guys spend trying to get chicks? Into the billions?
Yes.
Cars?
Everything.
Condos?
Everything.
Hair plugs?
Yeah.
All they need is some Axe deodorant body spray and $1 million. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Engineer Chris, give me the finger. That's nice. Pow! We're on the air. Yeah, looking good, buddy. Doing good tonight? Yeah, looking good.
Veal or venison?
Yeah. We got, we really got a, no, I'm not, hold on. Engineer Chris, no? you know the difference between veal and venison, yeah? We went through it? Okay,
He
Drew.
doesn't remember, but we went through it.
All right. You don't remember that we went through it, huh?
No.
Okay, here's my point. we got a nice range here tonight because we got Amherst,
Yeah.
and then we got Princeton
Yeah.
on one side of the table, and over here we got what junior college?
Junior college.
Which junior college?
Oh, ELAC.
ELAC?
Yeah.
Where's
wow.
ELAC?
Novelty funny.
Yes.
Where's ELAC?
Junior college
actually
make fun of
Monterey
ELAC.
Monterey Park? Yeah.
We got ELAC, and we got LA Valley College over
Well,
here.
that's right. You did actually complete a little junior college.
I was put on academic probation at a junior college, and
no,
you know what you?
I did not know that about you.
Let me tell you what you have to
I'm
do.
not surprised, but I didn't know
Let me
that.
tell you, you have to drive your car into the principal's office and pin him against his desk.
Not get out of your car and pin him. You have to pin him with your
drive
vehicle.
your vehicle into it and push his desk up against the wall and pin his leg. That's the only way you can get put on academic probation, and that's just him wanting you to put it in reverse and let him get out of his crushed, mangled legs and get out from behind the desk. You know what you have to do to get academic probation? It's almost impossible.
Yes.
It's sort of like getting into trouble in a biker gang. You know what I mean? Like, we got to discipline Tex over here. He's a little out of control. We try to tell him to keep it to 1 cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We should keep the raping to 5, Tex. He crossed the line. He got into double digits. You really have to work hard. So that's it.
I've never been in academic probation. So.
So you haven't?
See?
No.
There we
Wow.
go. Well, that's good. That's what, now
Yeah.
we've run the gamut here.
Right.
Doing all right.
Yeah, you're
For
doing
math.
fine. You got 1 class. Take 1 class.
I work full time.
You got a math class. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. I've done the math. In year 2072, he'll be transferring to UC Riverside. It's going to be huge. They're going to take his corpse and symbolically take it to a 4-year college. Scatter his ashes over the student union. It's going to be huge.
Right.
All right, buddy.
All right. Yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying I was smart enough to get out of junior college.
Okay.
All right. Got a grip on you, buddy. I should go around and talk to people like I should have junior college interventions. That's what I should do. Like, they do it with drugs all the time. Guy shows up. He's come back. He's got a hacky sack, a dime bag in his pocket. He's rented a Blockbuster movie. He's got a couple of peachy folders. Guy just comes in. Chet, sit down. We all surround him. How long you been going to L.A. Valley College? 19 semesters. You said you were going to transfer to an Ivy League school. That was 9 years ago. Yeah. I know. I'm getting around. No, buddy, you're out. And we just grab him, and it's really tough,
No.
but we drag him out.
It
We
wouldn't
take
go
him
like
to a
that.
job.
It wouldn't go there. It'd be
We
like,
can force him to get a
your
job.
family's here because they love you. they're going to tell you how your behaviors affected them.
Right.
The sister is going to have a little script.
It's embarrassing. They
It's
start
embarrassing
crying.
to me. I have to tell my friends you take one class in junior college. You're on academic probation. It is such humiliation.
You understand? And for the first few years, I lied. I said you died in Vietnam. I wanted to spare
I can't
myself.
sleep at night worrying about you.
Yes. Yeah.
I've asked you 1,000 times to change,
So
to move on.
Yeah. Oh, it's good, Drew. I could run them.
Yeah.
I'd be standing there. I'd say we have to have a plan. We have to take the guy down to like a meat packing plant, get him a job. You know, we got a job waiting for him in a one-bedroom apartment.
I'm just thinking about the intervention. We actually get the principal involved.
Yeah.
The principal would show up on crutches, of course. With the
Yeah, he's showing up because you pinned him. Yeah,
Right, of
he's
course.
explaining that you're not for your college material. It's time to listen. Yeah. Oh, this is good, Drew. I wish someone would have done this for my mom many years ago. Many years
we
ago.
can still do it.
Chicano Studies major, by the way, over at Valley College.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm a legacy. It's huge. She's been there 53 years. I swear to Christ. Julie?
Hello.
Julie. Julie. Yes, you're 22.
Hi. Hi,
What's
Adam.
happening?
Hi, Dr. Drew.
What's happening, baby? I'll say hello to Dean Cain.
Hi, Dean King.
Hi, Julie.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
I
How you
said
doing?
say hi. Don't make small talk.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right. Here we go.
Okay. I totally made up the question because I have a different question and the guy wouldn't talk to me before.
All right. That's okay.
No. They're such
Anderson's
disciplinarians.
brutal.
Yeah. He's a harsh man.
I consider that creative and motivated.
Yeah,
and
put her back on. Let's hear what it
I'm
is.
interested when somebody wants that badly to get on the air. There must be an important call. So
It's the whole admitting it, though, and then they get other people to do it, and then they try and lie to the screeners.
It's
and
not
just-
going to be, but listen, Sheriff. Let her back
Something that
on,
I've been
please.
dealing with for a long time, and
All right, go ahead. Spit it out. It better be good.
okay, I'll be quick. I've been hanging out with this guy for like 2 months, and I'm just having troubles reading him. Like, I don't know, like, 1 minute I think he likes me, the next minute I'm not really sure.
well, here's the deal. One question: is he loaded on drugs or pot or anything?
No.
Okay, then he doesn't like you. It's very simple.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what I was gonna say.
when a guy digs you, and especially when you dig him.
It's like saying, I'm not sure if this freight train is coming my direction or not.
Freight train?
But freight train.
Freight train.
But I've been waiting for it. I hear the train coming, but no, the train will come if it's coming fast.
Yes.
Men do not mince about these kinds of
Well,
things.
Drew, you're a passionate man, a man of exquisite passion. You know how Dean's a blessed man?
He's passionate too.
You're blessed with passion.
That's
well,
true.
that's another blessing for
That's
him.
right.
But
I understand you better have a pulse, but even you
even
would
me,
agree with this.
if I was into someone, I'm making a move, especially if you're hanging out a lot.
And
Well, he definitely makes moves. It's
What does he do?
well, we pretty much done everything except
Oh.
like it.
Oh, this is problem number 2,
Yeah.
which is now
holding back.
Yeah.
No, you're just physical. I mean, he's not into you. He's just it's a little maintenance.
But he's
program.
also holding back too, because if you're really into her, he wouldn't be able to hold back from that. Now he's saying to himself, "I don't do this with her. I don't really into her that much. I'm gonna."
Yeah. Who's not having? Wait a minute. Who's the one who's stopping it at a certain point sexually? Is that you or him?
That would be definitely me.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
All right. See, Drew, you're wrong as usual.
But again, he sort of
No. Wait, he's not raping. Is that what you're
Not
saying? It's
raping,
rape's a
but-
good thing.
no.
That's what we should all
tell
have.
Dean he'll appreciate your rape theory.
Well, it's not a theory. It's a fact.
It's a fact about rape. He's
Well,
very, very insightful.
Well,
observations.
I've told Drew many times.
Many
I tell the
times.
people on the air. Rape is not a sexual crime. It's not. It's a violent crime
against women
where you come at the end. But other than that, it's violent. It's not a sexual crime. You understand? It's violent, but you
At
come.
the end, that's
you
it.
come at the end.
Same
Yeah.
thing. Same thing. But no, but same thing.
No,
Like-
it is.
like-
Yeah, no different than any other kind of violent crime. I go in and rob a liquor store and pistol whip the owner and then come. It's the same thing. It's any violent crime. It's an aggravated assault where you come. It's a vehicular manslaughter if you came, like when you're running over someone. It's a crime of violence where you come. You come. But it's not sexual. It's not sexual. It's like many other things where you come that aren't sexual. They're just not. You know what I mean? I mean, there could be times when you orgasm at a funeral, at a wake, during a Pop Warner football game. There are many times stuck in traffic, aggravated, you orgasm, not sexual, nothing sexual about that. Act of violence where you come in. That's all. But not a sexual crime.
How would they ever have called that a sexual crime? I can't understand
that.
I can't either.
Not a sexual crime. You put your penis in something. Not sexual. Not sexual. Violent. It's violence. You understand?
Yes.
You understand?
That's very clear.
Yeah. No. And it's just like when you go home and make, have sex with your wife. That's not sexual. That's violence.
Wait a minute. You called it sex, though. Is that...
Well, yeah, I know, but anytime your penis goes in someone, it's violent.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Now it all makes it's clear finally.
Yeah, it's a crime of violence, Dean. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
that's all.
Where you come? I see that. You ejaculate.
I really like to do a PSA for that. Drew loves that. All right, who the hell were we talking to?
Julie?
Julie. Yeah, Julie.
So, Julie,
all right, wait. Let's try to sort this out. There's this guy. You've been into him for about 2 months.
Yes, we always
hang out. You hang out, spend a lot. How many times a week do you see him?
It can range from like every other day to like just like on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And you're physical every time you're together.
No, it's only happened like 2 or 3 times.
That's violence, by the way. That's an attack.
I'm trying to talk to my friends about this, and they keep telling me about how guys like have like this whole different way of thinking and how. Like I can't overthink things.
Does he have a girlfriend?
I just don't understand it.
Is he seeing anybody?
No.
No, you sure he's free and clear?
I'm sure.
And what brought you two together in the first place?
A friend.
It just doesn't fit.
And you're becoming physical, and you're holding off.
Really, 3 times they've kind of made out. Basically, they've sort of hooked up.
Everything,
but a little bit more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, but you told him he wanted to go further, and you said no, not. Unless.
Well, the first time we didn't have a condom.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second time, well, I'm a virgin, so.
All right.
22.
Wow.
I'm kind of scared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
You're misreading this guy.
I don't want to tell him that I am because I'm so old.
Yeah, you're misreading this guy, Julie. I really think.
Yeah. All right. So why don't you just.
If I have the right to ask him, like.
Yes, you do. You have every right to ask him. You don't need the right to ask him.
You hang out regularly with him. You've only been physical 3 times, and in those encounters, there's always been sort of a holding back. There's nothing about him. He does not have a sort of a religious orientation that would hold him back, or a medical problem, or drug use, or something. It doesn't sound like normal 22-year-old guy behavior.
Well, he's not 22. I'm 22.
How old is he?
He's 28.
28.
Ooh.
Even worse.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you ask him? Ask him where you stand.
Okay.
Okay, so he won't like freak out, like.
No. Well, listen. Here's the thing, everybody. Everyone acts like the question is going to change the answer. The answer's already determined.
Right.
It's like saying I don't want to affect my grade by asking the teacher how I did on my final. Well, he's already got the grade. It's sitting there. You just don't want to know because you don't feel like you knew many of the answers or many of the questions on the test. That's what it is. And it's the same thing. It's like when people sort of know the answer. And they do.
And it's an answer they don't want to hear.
And they don't want to hear. Yeah. They don't want to ask the question. And then they blame the question. It's like, well, we're doing real good. And then I asked him what his feelings were. And then he freaked out, whatever. No, if you're into someone, please, Dean, you're more man than all of us put together in this room.
Superman.
You're Superman, for the love of Christ. If you're into somebody, you're into them. Them asking you is the best day of your life when you're into someone.
Absolutely.
Especially if it's 2 months of you guys playing footsie, and then once in a while that chick who you've just been pining for comes up and goes, listen, I have feelings for you. It's like, oh, my God, skyrockets going on here.
Never happens.
Yeah, never happens. But the point is if it did, and I've run through the scenario many times in my head. It's never actually happened. But, just preparing, always being prepared.
Case, yes.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh, my God, you're back in high school. This is a dream come true.
And conversely, if you're not, and they ask that question...
You're not anyway.
There it is. Yeah. The answer's right there.
You weren't going to be, and that's, by the way, and ladies, listen up. When they start with the, what you and I have is special, but I don't want to ruin it with.
Men are not flexible. They're either on or off.
Right.
There's not an in-between switch with them. Women kind of much more flexible, move around a little bit.
That's why chick can be like, I went camping with Tammy. I went down on her. But anyway, we're cool and we're back to friends. Like, me and Ted went camping. I blew him, but,
Things never the same.
Just,
yeah.
You just can't.
And your heart's broken.
No, guys are just, they don't have that. Like, I'm not gay, Ted's not gay, but we drank a couple Lucky Loggers, and we looked into the fire, and, we blew each other. We're back. Violence. It was an act of violence. The oral sex. Don't kid yourself. We'll take a quick break. Dean Cain in studio, everybody. And thank you. Clubhouse, name of his new show, CBS, Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock. We'll be right back after this.
Call LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191.
Can I get pregnant if I do it? You get addicted to aspirin? It hurts when I pee. That's pretty accurate.
LoveLine. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Drew, please. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dean Cain, everybody, in studio.
There we go.
Partially blessed. I've moved him down a little bit. He just, I'm not going to talk about what we're talking about off the air, but he's not blessed anymore. He's just,
Nobody's purely
he's doing
blessed.
fine.
We all have our thorns.
Yeah, he's fine. Not blessed. He's doing all right.
He's blessed. He's blessed.
Yeah, listen, he lands on his feet.
Lord
That's the
giveth
thing about
and
Dean
Lord
Cain. Take
taketh.
it away
Yeah,
every
that's
once in a while. All right, take it away.
Just to keep it real.
Absolutely.
He's doing good. Just been downgraded a little. That's all. Still smack in the middle of Blessville, just not the mayor anymore. You know what I
Certainly
mean?
not in the cursed pit.
Not near the curse. No, just
blessed.
Yeah, he's doing okay. He'll be fine. You know what I mean? He's resilient, this kid. He'll be back. Bones, they mend themselves.
Brittany wants to talk to.
Brittany, yeah. We're going to build up Dean Cain here, everybody.
Yes,
yeah.
I feel good. I feel good
Hey,
now.
grab and eat, gentlemen. Helmet's not a chair. I got to tell you that
Come on,
right
ladies.
now. Break it down now. Brittany,
Hi.
you're 18.
Yeah, I'm 18.
You want to talk to Dean?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So hot. I love him so much. I feel
Yeah.
like a dork, like a little twit that's really excited. But I do
So you
think
sound
he's
very
hot.
intelligent to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks.
I like that.
Actually, what I wanted to ask is, what influences you to pick your roles?
Oh, wow. That is a really me question.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
Playing
just
baseball all day with your friends.
Yeah. Sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's I need the cash.
Sure.
Well, yeah,
Because that's my job. Sometimes it's a timing issue. There's a million things to it, and sometimes you're really lucky and you get to pick it because you like the product.
Are you culling through stuff? Do you
Yeah,
look through stuff?
I
You
look
just-
through all kinds of
yeah.
stuff. I'm always seeing projects, but I like to work, so I'm looking to work, and
Well, yeah.
I need a reason not
Sometimes
to.
your agent will tell you, like,
Does somebody
this is
advise you?
good,
Yeah,
or this
somebody
is
says, yeah,
bad.
take this one, take that one.
And then I have my unofficial advisors, my folks,
Oh, yeah.
But that's it's a lot of that, and then you have your gut, and my gut tells me I could play this and be good at it, or have fun doing this, and it's
Well,
really,
like, what about the Scott Peterson role? That's a horrible. Just to play that, that's very brave of you to pick. Just what influenced you to pick that role?
well, actually, I originally turned it down, and then they offered it to me again, and
More money.
and
More money, yeah.
and
More money.
yes, and then finally, which made it more appealing, and my father and I were talking, and my father's a director, and he said, could you be good in this? And I said,
I
actually,
didn't know as a director. That's
yeah.
interesting.
I said I could be actually very good in this, and he said, oh well, are you an actor?
Were you acting in Princeton?
Yeah, but we didn't exactly see eye to eye, the instructors and I. In fact, film class, I got I think a B minus.
What'd you major in at Princeton?
History.
History.
That's a slap in
B
their
minus
face,
is
though,
good,
right?
right?
No, it's not bad at Princeton, by the way.
Yeah, I got an 86 in my first exam, C plus.
Wow. That's an
Everything's curved.
Yeah,
Wow.
the wrong way.
Hey, Brittany,
Yeah.
thanks for calling, baby doll.
Okay. Well, he's
Absolutely.
Really hot. He's yeah. No, but you and there's only 2 older guys that I like, and you're one of them, definitely.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll take
yeah.
that.
I hope that makes your week or something. But 18 still love you.
I love that. That makes more than my week. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Brittany.
Thank you,
Good night,
Brittany.
guys.
Thanks. You're killing
Thanks
him.
for taking my
Stop. Not blessed anymore. Been downgraded. Yeah. I do that same with my dad. I'll discuss topics, projects, roles, things
Oh,
like
your dad.
that.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
dad-
My dad will usually just look up and go, "What? You're a carpenter. What are you talking about?" Oh, Dad, I've been on TV for a year. Oh, please. Go put a deck on. Who are you kidding? Yeah. My dad's great. He's really showbiz father. Showbiz. I told him, I was talking about this the other night. I said to him, CBS has come calling after Kilborn quit. They're looking for a guy to replace Kilborn. I don't have the gig, but, my name's on a short list. We're going to check it out. And he's like, so, but you be going over to CBS. Oh, okay. You still be working over at Jimmy's, so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still be writing on a competing. I'll be writing for a competing late night show. That's what I'll be doing. During the day, I'll be writing jokes for the other talk show that's on. And then about what time's our show tape? 6:30? 5:45. I'll slide over here, jump into makeup, and just come out. I'll be unprepared, of course. I was writing jokes for another show the entire day, but yeah.
Write bad jokes, and then you're really working for
sabotage jokes. Write that down, Drew.
Got it. Done and done.
What's our other idea? Come on, affirmative action.
Affirmative action.
Yeah, I thought you meant. Okay, yes.
Affirmative action.
Marisol.
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
All right, we're going to line 6. Let's talk to Tim, who's 21. Tim. Tim.
Sleeping.
Hard to tell. Been on hold for 32 minutes. Not long by LoveLine standards.
Not long.
No.
Delayed orgasm by pressing on perineum. Wants to know if that's safe.
Yep.
Tim?
Oh, Dean.
At least that's what I tell people.
Dean knows it's safe.
It's not so much that it's delayed orgasm, but that it causes a retrograde ejaculation usually.
Yeah. So. You pee it out later, right?
Yeah.
So what do? That's taint pressure, yes? Mm-hmm. And why? What's that? That actually physically blocks off the flow? Yeah. I don't want to see any pictures.
It's got a chart. It's got a chart.
There we go.
So, what is there a flume that goes under the underside there?
No, it's more that you're just sort of directing it back.
Yeah. All right.
I'll find it.
All right. I'm going to keep moving forward.
Here it is.
Addicted porn. What do we need here?
That's
all right. We're looking at a cutaway of the male anatomy here. Prostate's where? Back there?
It's around the urethra here. This whole
right.
thing.
All right. Urethra comes down.
And this is the vesicles where it's all stored, the sperm, and it comes out here into the urethra.
Sperm's up in you. I thought it was in your sac.
No. Sperm is a process, and it's transported back up here and stored.
Well, it starts here and goes up, goes back up.
Yeah, it gets stored.
Interesting.
And then it comes out that little tube right there. And so if you push here, it goes right back up.
Goes right back in. Goes in your bladder?
Yeah.
Gay. So gay. Look, either you got sperm in here or you don't. I don't care who's
Well, you don't have to close it off. It doesn't have to be closed off.
Yeah. What about if you just put a little pressure so it comes out like when you put your thumb over a garden hose?
Yeah, you can get some spray.
Take something out. Take like a can off a fence. You know what I mean? Pow.
If your aim is good.
That would be good if you could work that, if you could feather that perineum just enough to get, 8, 12 feet. Huh?
Nice.
True. As a man of passion, surely that would come in handy.
Here's the tube again. This is where the epididymis or epididymitis, remember? Look at the picture.
I'm not looking. Look. Because it's the radio. That's why, Drew.
It goes up and then the seminal vesicles down out.
All right.
See, you learn something new.
You do, and then you forget almost immediately.
Then we gotta
because
take a
you
break.
drink when you get home to forget. We'll take a little break. Dean Cain in studio tonight, Clubhouse, name of the new TV show. Oh, playing baseball all day with ex-big leaguers and guys throwing hard and really playing. They want it to look realistic, so they're throwing. Dean's got the pine tar, taking his cuts up there. And to make it look good, they just get up there and throw hard. And the good news is they probably stay away from the junk. They just come down the pipe with it because the motion and everything looks good, and you get the speed and the sound. Dean gets the timing down. It takes a couple of takes, and then pow.
Bingo.
Dinger City.
Yep.
Yes, Drew?
Yes, Adam.
All right. We'll be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Dateline. You looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
Dateline. One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE.
Call the Dateline.
1-800-LOVE-191. Call LoveLine.
Well, everybody, what do you know? Where's the time go, Drew?
Good times.
Yeah. All right, Dean Cain, now back into the blessed category after another story I heard during the commercial break.
Very, very blessed.
Very, very, very blessed. Yes, Drew?
Yes, Adam.
All right.
Very.
Clubhouse, name of the new TV show on CBS, a very blessed network. Going to be Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock, with a big sneaky preview coming up this Sunday at 9 o'clock. Dean, much success and mazel tov to
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Always a treat. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. There is nothing better than urinating on wildlife. And women, this is a thrill you will never know.
This has been LoveLine. LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.